Cheering Bosin. He turned himself into a freaking trash can. I don't think Oscar the Grouch counts as anime. I'm a monkey. Oh god, they're spawning giant robots. I don't think I'm geared for this. Luska's in the pond. Why am I in the sky?
Oh no, she's right there. Oh, God.
What's up, Street Thugs? Brigg here, and we're going to talk about the Rebirth server. Now, it has been 3 weeks since my last video, and that's partly because I went back to work. However, what time I do have, I have been grinding the holy crap out of my characters on the Rebirth server, and I'm having a blast. Rebirth came out with a brand new archetype, which I wanted to try out, which is why I went and checked it out in the first place. We will definitely get in that here soon. So for those who aren't familiar with the City of Heroes Rebirth server, it is pretty much what everybody's been calling the vanilla server. It was launched as City of Heroes was at Sunset. The market is completely player generated. IOs or salvage that you are looking for aren't going to be readily available all the time. Salvage isn't so much of an issue. There has been some times where there was some salvage missing, but I mean, that's a simple fix. You can go to AE. If you have tickets, you can use them on the AE vendor, or if you don't, you can just run a quick farm. And a side note, if you're wondering, my Comic-Con farm with the original cosplayers from the comic convention is on there. So if you'd like to see those costumes again, Rebirth, it's there. You can check it out. But Rebirth as a whole has a pretty decent population. iTrials, up to 2 full leagues going, doing iTrials almost every single night. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is pretty much for 2 hours straight. They run as many as they can, and there's usually about 4 or 5 iTrials. So once you hit 50, you can jump in those, and you are going to be building up this huge nest of rare and very rare incarnate salvage that you'll be able to knock out all your stuff without having to spin a ton of threads. It's very convenient. It's very nice. There's a lot of people running them. Really good group. They usually start off with an underground, then jump right into the bath, then keys, then TPN. Thursday, we also do iTrials, but it's not really set in stone. I feel like we do it every Thursday, but usually it's promoted as Monday through Wednesday. But more often than not, you will end up doing iTrials on Thursday night if you are available. Friday night alternates. One Friday, you'll be working on doing stuff that gives you badges, and the alternate Friday, you will be grinding out Magisterium for hybrid XP. And they will keep going until everybody on the league is fully unlocked on hybrid. So that's really convenient. So in a night, you will have hybrid unlocked, giving you all 6 of the incarnates. Just a few days of running trials and you'll be able to get at least tier 3 on almost everything. Saturdays are mothership raids, the MSRs, and Sunday is the European incarnate trials because they're in a different time zone. So this gives them a chance to do them as well. So they're not doing it up in the middle of the night, even though a lot of them are up in the middle of the night doing them with us on Monday through Thursday. The GMs that help moderate the server are very active, easy to talk to, and are very helpful. If there's some sort of event, whether it's a small one or a big one like a giant costume contest, they are there. They are throwing out prizes and they're helping out and providing all kinds of fun. They get involved with some of the streams. Another thing to keep in mind is because it's Sunset, you do have to do tips to go either to villain side or hero side to make that switch. And tips are maxed at 5 a day. And that's mainly because they're sticking with the whole Sunset City of Heroes theme. And City of Heroes was very big on lore. Everything was about lore. It had to make sense to the lore. So you can't just turn good or turn bad just at the drop of a dime. You actually had to earn it. So the Paragon reward system is in place here with one huge difference. On live, you got a vet reward badge every 3 months. And for that badge, you got a point you could spend. Here you get it weekly. So every Sunday night, you get a new Paragon reward point you can place. And there are ways for you to earn more, and that's the really cool part. Here they keep tabs on who's got the highest speed run for task forces, and if you beat that record, you get the option of 2 vet rewards or a super pack. And speaking of packs, for their anniversary this year, which was 2 weeks ago, everyone that had logged in that week got 40 super packs. Let me take that back. 20 super packs, 20 villain packs. 40 packs in all. So if you were lacking in ATOs or catalysts or whatever, suddenly you just had a whole bunch of packs and start opening and having a blast. So luckily for that, there's a bunch of ATOs now on the market. Something else to be familiar with, catalysts drop once per day during in-game content. So you're not going to be able to just go to the auction house and buy them up. And converters is the same issue. You can't just buy converters. You can use merits to get them. They are a little pricey still. And I only say that because coming from other servers, I'm used to buying converters in bulk, but I'm acclimating myself so I get a little more comfortable with it. So now let's talk about the Guardian. The Guardian's got a bunch of new powers. So you can see here, survivability, melee damage, range damage, your support just above average, crowd control and pets just a little under. We'll go ahead and jump over here to the next one. So you have all your assaults, and yes, that does say gun fu. You have all your assaults. It's hard to explain these, but they're a mix of powers. So we'll just kind of jump into Dark Assault here. So you have Dark Blast, Smite, Gloom, Nightfall, Engulfing Darkness, Life Drain. So it's got like a mixture of other powers that already exist. One of the ones I really like is Hellfire Assault. This one you have a whip, a flaming whip. This one's a lot of fun. Gun Fu is a mixture of dual pistols as well as martial arts. You can see there's Crippling Axe Kick, Eagle's Claw, Crane Kick, as well as pistols, dual wield, empty clips. So it's a mixture of powers. Going to the secondary powers, we're going to grab one that I'm more familiar with, which is Radiation Composition. You have Alpha Barrier, Radiant Aura, Proton Armor. Very neat system. Something new to play with, something to get real creative with. There is a MIDS download that has Guardian available, so if you wanted to try out Guardians, that download is available. I will try to put that link in the description. Hopefully I remember. If you're looking to have fun and looking for a challenge as well, Rebirth is a great place to go. I hesitated at first. I am fully enjoying myself. It is a lot of fun. I am enjoying the challenge. As it was on Sunset, you could not get PvP enhancements without doing PvP. They are available through Imperium Merit. They are going to adjust a couple things, allowing us to have more options, cheaper options to get PvP IOs, the winter sets, the summer sets, everything like that. So they are going to be cheaper very soon, but you won't be able to just run over to the auction house and just spend 600 million to buy what you need. But Rebirth has done something a little different than the rest of the servers. Rather than continuing on from I-24 to I-25, I-26, I-27, as Homecoming I believe is now at I-27, they actually started over. So they had the Sunset core, and then when they released Guardians, it became issue Rebirth 1, IR1. So they started over. So that's their first issue. Lots of things coming down the pike. I've already been talking to some GMs, some really cool stuff coming. I will not share any of it because it's supposed to be a surprise, and I'm pretty sure they told me in confidence, so I won't say nothing. But really fun server, having a blast. If you're looking for that challenge, come check it out. The population is growing quickly. If you're looking to follow any of Positive Gamers content or maybe DavPut's content, they're over here as well streaming, so I'm going to check out what they're doing. They're here as well. Lots of great people. I mean, any server that can pull 2 leagues doing iTrials is just fantastic. That's just great. And there's a few people that run those, regularly host those. Big thanks to them, to Terse Despite and Tornado Despite and Destin. They have taken up that mantle to kind of keep those going. So that's been really nice. Hopefully there's no burnout because we've come to rely on them hosting those iTrials. But once you get past that hurdle that all the IOs aren't just readily available to buy right away, once you get past that and focus on the fact that the way I look at it is, if this was any other MMO, you would be grinding like crazy on a progressive rate if you were lucky to get into a guild or a group that did progressive rating, and if you were lucky to make the cut. Because even if you got on a progressive grade, a lot of those guys are very particular, and if you do not do an X amount of damage or an X amount of healing, or you're dead on with taunting, you don't even make the cut to come on the team, so you don't even get a chance. So if you were on any type of MMO like that, even then you're going to be grinding for in-game gear, and you definitely don't have to worry about 3 months down the road, new expansion coming out, they raised the level cap 5 levels, and now all your hard-earned gear that are ultra purple magenta is now crap. Not the issue here. It's a fun grind. And if you're wanting to check out that Guardian, it's a very fun build. Unfortunately, I had to go back to making my rad fire so I can do farming, and then I had to make my tank because I got tired of going into groups as with a brute and not being able to tank, which is what I usually play. So then now I'm working on that. So hopefully soon I'll be able to get back to my garden because that was a lot of fun. But if you guys want to check out Rebirth, I will leave a link in the description on how you can set that up. You can use tequila or sweet tea. I read a lot of recommendations that you don't. So there is an option to use what's called Sunrise. I will leave a link to the Rebirth homepage to get those downloaded if you want to check those out. A lot of fun. Come join us over there. We're having a blast. AE leveling is a thing there if you would like to do that. If you want to grind, there are so many people available to do that as well. You have those options. You are not shoehorned into a specific group. You have to do this or have to do that. The options for you are there. But thank you guys for checking out my video. If you want to go check out Rebirth, please click on the link below. If you have questions on how to do it, please leave a comment. I'll be happy to help you out. I do apologize. It's been 3 weeks since my last video. Like I said, I've been super busy. Some of that is a little selfish because I was like grinding my characters, but hey. But if you guys want to check out Rebirth, hit me up on there. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Check out my other videos. I'm about 100 hours short of hitting that 4,000 mark. So if you want to check out the other videos to help me out, or if you find something that interests you or maybe interests one of your friends or family or whatever, share it with them. But thank you guys. I appreciate all your support and I will see you again soon. Stay golden and take care. Bye-bye.